And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that lovely brutal OSC as we have returned. We have returned here with the second half of the broadcast, the second half of the Circle Derping Platinum Heroes Edition number 4. Welcome to a monthly FFA tournament here. This month it is a Platinum Heroes Edition as all players involved are part of the Platinum Heroes. Here we go. We have our next map. So far here in tonight's broadcast, we have had Patches win a map. We've also had Cobblestone win a map, but now we have two more. We have two left to go, and here we go, spawning in the top, in the bottom, top left. Got confused for a moment. Top left hand corner, we have our red Terran player Goblin. Top left we have Goblin. Next to Goblin we have Hatsu. We do have Hatsu here as a pink Zerg. Center left we have Patches as the orange Zerg player. Once again, both Zerg players do spawn in next to each other. Bottom side of the map we do have Fogos as the green Terran player. He has been hyper aggressive. He's been going for Reaper rushes every game so far to eliminate players. Next to him we have Cobblestone on the right hand side. Towards further right we have a Gunner. Next to Gunner we have Magnath. Okay, and top right we have, I believe, your I was curious. I was like, where's the bait? What just he just flew over to the gold. We have your bro Chris here floating over his main base to take the gold instead. Bold move here, bold move. Again, there are gold bases here at the natural, so very solid bases here. Oh, what's going on? Please save me. True. As we have Goblin spawning in next to Hatsu and Chris. So I'm terrified of Hatsu and Chris here, as Goblin is an animal. Goblin is an animal. Ay. Has been hyper aggressive. Likewise, so is Frogger. He's doing his best to be, man. I mean, you know, Magnath just hasn't been able to play any StarCraft. I'll be honest, he hasn't been able to play any StarCraft yet tonight. Magnath has been one of the first to be eliminated so soon and so often. Delight, did you know my name in Arabic translates to light? No shot, really? That's the Magnath. Let him play the game. Let him play some StarCraft. True. Same with Hatsu. Like Magnath and Hatsu, they've been early eliminated players here so far in these maps. Meanwhile, as we get into our FFA, big shout out to Express Karma in the chat. Ga, papi ga. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Express Karma. Good to see you. Is this supposed to be like 2-0? True. Has killed people already. Goblin, I mean. Meanwhile, Yorbert Chris, he runs into the gold base, does throw down extra axes. The Reaper has arrived. Goblin does get eyes on Yorbert Chris. No! He's going for him. Gets one SCV already, gets a probe. Yeah, and already here, Chris is under fire. Chris is in trouble. Oh, Magnath, he's gonna help him. Look, Magnath, he's helping Chris. He's leaving the SCVs alone. Yo, Magnath, he's here for his boy, for your boy Chris. Your bro, even. Let's go, Chris. He reached out for help. And Magnath, he answered. I mean, he's doing his best. I mean, Magnath, I mean, it's just one adept, as Goblin is wreaking havoc. Meanwhile, speaking of Mass Reaper, going for Patches. Patches also in danger here from the hands or from the eyes of the Reapers of Froggers. Queens are out. The boys are being pulled. Patches in a lot of trouble here, and Froggers looks like he's going to eliminate Patches early on. Yeah, every drone is going to be hunted down. Fogos, he has targeted one nearby player every single game so far, and this time it is Patches. Patches under fire. Meanwhile, Gunner going for Cobblestone, going for early game aggression, does the nice mining, a lot of economic damage actually. Oh my god. And Chris is dead. Yeah, Chris is dead. This is why I made. Oh, let's go Magnath, the backstab. While Goblin is killing Chris, Magnath, he's going for Goblin. Let's go. Leave Chris alone. Leave him alone. Leave Patches alone. Like, Patches, he's things are looking bleak here for Patches. Yeah, Patches down to 2 drones. Patches in a rough position. Magnath punishing Goblin, doing what he can. Chris coming in as well to support. Oh, he's gonna lose his Reapers though. Yeah, Reapers go down. Chris can only do so much here on a 1 base economy. And the point is about to open. Point is opening up. We have Patches, we have Cobblestone, both in the center. Once again, Gunner and Cobblestone, they're creating a pact. Once again, they call a truce. This did work in favor of Cobblestone last time. If you recall, Cobblestone, he just kind of walked away with all the points, and Gunner just let him have it. There we go. With that, so we do see Cobblestone does win the first round. Master Reaper does rock up. Frogos turning his attention to Cobblestone for a moment. We do see that. So similarly to Chris in the last game, similarly here, Chris is recovering. He's in a decent position, actually going straight for Goblin. But what I'm getting at is that Patches, he's in timeout. Patches, he's going to be droning for the next couple of minutes, and if he's left alone, he might be back in this game. But for now, he's going to be a non-factor. But for now, Patches is out of this. Meanwhile, oh, here we go. Chris, he's going for Goblin. It's like, I had enough of this. You're a bully. He's gonna hunt Goblin down, and he's trying to. Boys are being pulled, SCVs are going down. With that Goblin, he will lose all of his SCVs. Oh my god. The economy in shambles. Patches, he's crying as Frogos comes back. He does come back to finish the job. Back to him like, Magnath, you're an animal. Jesus. Beg Goblin. Oh no. You're an animal. Calm down. Patches, why didn't you say hi? I'm attacking you. I'm busy. Say hi. I'm dying. There we go. I was about to say that Patches, he should have been calling out for help. It's true. It's true. Patches, he's been silently drowning for a while now. Where he's just being obliterated left and right by Frogos, and Patches, he's just staying silent, taking it. Like, I guess it's over. If he had called out to the void, potentially, I mean, Magnath, he was there for Chris. You know, Magnath, he could have been there for Patches. Could have been there for it. Could have been there. So you can kill everyone's win? You can, yeah, for sure. It isn't how, I mean, it is how players have been eliminated, but it isn't how we've been winning these FFAs. All the games so far has been won by points, but some players have been eliminated early. Like again, like Patches, he's still on the road to recovery for the next couple of minutes. As Goblin is still in this game, Goblin is likewise also recovering. For the near future, Goblin and Patches are going to be a non-factor when it comes to the next potentially couple of points. As the point is going to open up soon in another minute. Yo, Magnath on the 3-base for the first time here tonight. Magnath getting a fourth experience. He's able to macro. Magnath, he can play some StarCraft, or even setting up shield batteries as well as a bit of an outpost. Do love to see it. So Magnath back in this game. Back in this broadcast, I should say, as again, Magnath, he's been one of the first eliminated in both Game 1 and Game 2. Likewise, Hatzel also getting into Ling Bane Ultra, taking more expansions. Now, because Goblin has been kind of limping along, this means that Hatzel has freely taken top left. These pocket expansions are under control of Hatzel, and suddenly Hatzel can actually also factor into this game. Hatzel, alongside Magnath, have been one of the first players eliminated from Game 1 and Game 2, but here coming into Game 3 can actually pose a threat. To build up an army. The turns they've tabled. Tabled. We have more shield batteries on the way. This, I think, is a mistake. I think making an outpost just outside is okay. Ooh, as we do see Magnath diving on Cobblestone. But I do think that throwing down shield batteries in the dead center is asking for trouble here. Like, you're painting a target on your back, and we do see now both Gunner and Cobblestone diving on Magnath. Stasis goes, oh my, Stasis goes off. The Colossus, yeah, he wants it. He wants a Colossus, wants to dive. And he's going for it. Does dive in. We'll go for the Immortals. I mean, it's a very high-tech army here for Gunner. And Gunner, he just stands and fight. Gunner, he stands and fight. He takes down the Stalkers. Oof. Yeah, Magnath unable to capitalize. Magnath, he will bleed out so many Stalkers here. Meanwhile, we just see Goblin still recovering. Yo, we got tanks here for Chris. Laying siege on Goblin. Likewise, Goblin has said nothing here so far about what Chris has been up to. I mean, kind of. Goblin was also the aggressor initially, right? Like Goblin, he almost killed Chris at the start of the game. I'm just amassing. Oh, sorry, I did miss who won the point. Who won the point? Magnath. Okay, yeah. Magnath then with the point. Did take it. Now, unfortunately, Magnath's main army here is very gateway-based. It's very gateway-centric, so I do favor the other Protoss players when it comes to head-on fights. Meanwhile, Fogger is still going for patches. Patches yet to recover. Chris still going for Goblin. Goblin up to 2 base economy. Goblin is recovering, by the way. Goblin is recovering. Meanwhile, Hatsu soon to be maxing up ultras. Again, based on the bases, based on the economy, we should be maxing out on ultras soon on the side of Hatsu. Fogos, what have we been up to? Fogos hasn't really been expanding. He's only on 3 bases. I do feel like Fogos missed the opportunity to take more CCs. So their macro is still leaving much to be desired from the side of Fogos. Shots going off. Chris moving in. Center point about to come online. Hatsu in the center. Ooh, sounds overextender. Runs into the mass. Immortal. Jesus. Again, Gunner. He's got almost pure immortal here. Immortal Storm. Like, this is a terrifying army that Gunner has amassed. I think so far, if any of these players faced head off, I do think I favor Gunner. Like, Gunner has, like, this is crazy. Yeah, Hatsu has to give up on this. Hatsu has to pull away. We'll bleed out those ultras. Likewise, Cobblestone coming in, takes Storms to the face, and Gunner. Yeah, Gunner will take control of the points. Nice Storms. Storms do pop up. Gunner kiting back towards the point. Point in 2 seconds, and Gunner will claim it. Gunner does claim the point. Meanwhile, we do see Chris still locked in battle here with Goblin. As for the first time, I mean, again, game 1, Goblin was almost eliminated, but here coming into game 3, Goblin looks like maybe the first to tap out. He does save some units, but he runs into Hatsu. Yeah, and the ultras, they take notice. Goblin's like, leave me alone. I'm a friend. Copian. Hatsu doesn't care. Goes to the mineral line, goes to the SCVs. And Goblin, oh, there you go. Okay. So Goblin will, for the near future, will be stuck in the corner of the map. Technically will be a part of this game, but I don't see Goblin taking any expansions anytime soon. But best of luck to Goblin. Likewise, Patches has been able to recover, has been heavily droning, and Patches is now soon to be a factor into this game. He's almost there. He's almost able to make an army. Meanwhile, Fogos is getting into BCs. Ooh, but Cobblestone has his eyes on Fogos. As Cobblestone has been expanding towards the Terran. And there aren't that many BCs. Armies are going to clash. Tempest production has begun for Gunner. Ooh, mass storms. Is there enough anti-air? The Stalkers. They take down one of the BCs. They should be able to take down 2, potentially 3. Yeah, they're going to get all 3. All 3 BCs go down. Fogos had a lackluster economy and is not going to be able to get into this game. Yeah, Fogos crying out. I mean, again, Fogos has been an animal this every game so far, just always rushing towards whoever's next to them. Este Fogos. GG gets called. Fogos does tap out. Fogos, the first to officially tap out in this game. Again, Goblin, I guess, technically is still in this. Technically, has a couple of buildings. Patches. Zeus. Where is Goblin? Oh, Chris, he's looking for Goblin. He's looking for him. Goblin has found asylum here in the bases of Hatsu. Ooh. Meanwhile, Gunner is setting up real hard. Jesus. Gunner, I already favored Gunner having the best army out of all the players so far, and now we're setting up with mass shield batteries and cannons. Now, to bring down Gunner, it's going to take multiple players. A lot of these players have to come together here to gang up on Gunner. Otherwise, Gunner, he's going to take another point. He can, he will. There it is, 2 points. 2 points, 2 in a row for Gunner. Gunner does take 2 points. Meanwhile, we do see Magnath going for the expansion. Gunner does recall. Ooh, stasis. The stasis catch the immortals. Not bad. Stasis traps, they do pop off. And does Magnath have enough with Mass Stalker? It's still going to be close. Mothership getting targeted. At the same time, Cobblestone going for the outpost. We do. Oh my god, 3 versus 1. Chris, Cobblestone, and Magnath all versus Gunner. Oh my god. Yeah, and Gunner. This is what happens if you build up too much, then you will be pounced upon. Players, they will gang up on you. Yeah, Gunner losing the forward expansion, losing all those shield batteries, losing the main base. Took 3 players. Gunner's like, guys, guys, calm down, guys. You don't need to do this. Nah, Magnath, he keeps on going. We have carriers on the way. I like how Cobblestone's like, no. Cobblestone's not even doing anything. Like, he's just throwing shade from across the map. Cobblestone's, nah, get him. We just see Gunner is calling to kill Magnath. I mean, Magnath, he has mass, like, his army isn't really too threatening, I'll be honest. It's like Mass Stalker. After Gunner, I would say that Cobblestone has the next, like, most terrifying army. Cobblestone moving out. Chris stimming in. Ooh, Chris running into a wall of immortals. Gunner still has an army. Yeah, Gunner still has an army. Chris is going to sacrifice his forces, going for the dive, going for one of the carriers. Meanwhile, Void is going to be active in 1 minute. Point is soon to be active. Hatsu has been amassing more ultras. Likewise, we do have some ultras here for patches. What I will say is that these upgrades are lacking. These are 2/2 ultras from patches, so he's still building up. We actually have Hatsu going into Broodlords. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Broods are on the way. Hatsu running into Cobblestone. But these, yeah, the ultras, they know. Yeah, the ultras on their own, they cannot really fight this. Hatsu will lose all the ultras. Patches, I'm not so certain Patches can fully engage yet. Oh my god, Magnath, the Mookman! Magnath with the Mookman does get on top of the points. 15 more seconds. Patches, he's back in this game. Patches, he goes for the dive, and Patches, 10 more seconds. Oh my god, avoids a storm. And we'll get it. Yeah, Patches will claim the points. 2 more seconds. Oh no! Stalker's a blink in. Patches, he commits. And there it is. Patches will get 1 point. And Patches now, suddenly Patches, he was the first one that was like, again, like kind of put in timeout, was out of this game, has been able to re-expand, resaturate, max out, gets a point. Meanwhile, Gunner's still in this. Gunner is getting into Massive Void Ray into Skytoss. Gunner did survive the aggression. Gunner still has all these bases. We can see Magnath wants to go for Gunner. Again, Magnath still with the Mass Gateway composition instead. Just pure Stalker. With a couple of Zealots in the Mothership. Yeah, Magnath wants in. Going for the production. Takes down a Stargate. Takes out all 3 actually. 3 Stargates go down. Gunner forced further back. Recalls a save to Immortals. At the same time, Patches, ooh, threatens a dive. Gunner calling out for help. He's like, help me, guys. Help. He's calling out to Cobblestone. Oh, Cobblestone, he answers. Never mind. Cobblestone's like, I got you. This is where Cobblestone comes in and like helps Magnath. Yeah, speaking of, he's like, hey, should I help you? Oh, gets a Stalker. Oh, does Cobblestone actually... Does he incur the wrath of Magnath? Like, the problem is, I don't think Cobblestone needs to do that. Like, I'll be honest, in a head-on fight, I still favor Cobblestone. Look at how many immortals he has. But the stasis. Yo, if Cobblestone wanders up this ramp... Uh-oh. Oh, no! The stasis goes off. Massive connection. Cobblestone's in trouble. Yeah, Cobblestone is in trouble. He has to get the hell out of here. He has to pull away. Otherwise, Cobblestone will lose everything. Yeah, Cobblestone's like, nope, I'm good. It's like, I'm done. 40 seconds. There's a recall. 30 more seconds. You can see Patches getting ready for the dive. I believe Hatsu has been working towards Broods? No, towards Infestor Ultra. Interesting. Mass Infestor Ultra. Hatsu throwing away drones. Oh. Does throw away some workers. Storm's following up. 15 seconds. Cobblestone. I believe Cobblestone needs one more point, right? No, sorry. Cobblestone is on one. Yeah, Cobblestone about to be surrounded. 5 more seconds. We go for the full surround. We have Chris coming in from the north. We have Ultras from the south, but the point goes in favor of Cobblestone. Yeah, the Mass Immortal does overwhelm. Cobblestone takes the point, but he will lose almost everything. Was it worth it? As Cobblestone, he's now on 2 points. 1 more point away from winning. But Chris, he will chase him down. So we have Chris versus Cobblestone. We have Magnath versus Gunner. We still have a truce here between our Zerg players. Goblin, I think he just left. Like, Goblin has done, like, Goblin is technically alive in this game, but Goblin has done nothing. He's effectively out. He's just, you know, tabbed out. He's like watching a Netflix. He's like watching on Netflix. He's just chilling, watching a Netflix show. Going to make some food. Got something to eat. I'll be honest, I almost forgot about Goblin. He's just, yeah, just chilling. As we do see Chris, he's busting down that door, going for Cobblestone. I mean, Cobblestone is 1 point away from winning. So there's reason here to go for Cobblestone. You see Cobblestone like crying out for someone to kill Chris. Likewise, Patches also going for Cobblestone. So Cobblestone, he's being attacked by 2 players. Magnath chilling in the center. Gunner has been left alone. Gunner actually has a terrifying, Jesus, that's a terrifying army. This is a scary thing here. A lot of players, they feel bad before they kill someone, so they leave them alone, and then that player becomes a threat. Like Gunner, he was in trouble. Now he's maxed with Mass Immortal Sky Toss. Like, Gunner still has, I think I would say right now, like, the best army. It's terrifying. We have Mass Stalker out of Magnath. We have Mass Ultra here out of both Hatsu and Patches. Cobblestone survives with a handful of units. Chris does have Mass Thor, I suppose. I'll be honest though, I'm not too confident seeing all these Thors when I see all these Immortals. But maybe that perception will change, maybe. Magnath once again setting up cannons and shield batteries. I say once again. Yeah, once again. Did it previously. Gunner pushing in. Point is active 20 seconds. Ooh, Magnath getting pounced on by both players. Magnath leading out some of those stalkers. Chris coming in from the south side. It's getting chaotic. Hatsu gets caught in the middle. Ultras go down. Meanwhile, Patches with the surround. The Ultras, they surround the Thors. Yeah, Chris, he gets completely cleaned up. Patches, he's on position. He wants the point. He gets it. Patches gets the point. He gets the hell out of here. Cheese it. Does pull away. And now we're getting close. So Patches, he's on 2 points. Cobblestone is on 2 points. And Gunner's on 2 points. Your probes are under attack. Now, for those that may be unfamiliar with this format, the first to 3 wins. First to 3 does win. Magnath is still on 1. Hatsu is still on 0. Goblin's still on 0. Goblin's still in this. And Chris, I think, is on 0 as well. Yes, Chris is also on 0. So Patches, Cobblestone, and Gunner, they are 1 point away from winning. They need to be stopped. Like Gunner's he's crying right now. Gunner has a greater army than Gunner can fight this 100%. Gunner, if he wanted to, he could fight this. He could probably win. It's like, guys, I'm so dead, guys. I'm so dead. Meanwhile, he's maxed out. Ooh, meanwhile, the Zerg players. Yeah, it looks like the truce has been broken. Hatsu and Patches going at it. I mean, I mentioned before, Patches is also 1 point away, so Hatsu is here to stop Patches. Patches racing back home. Yeah, Patches, Cobblestone, and Gunner have to be stopped. And Hatsu has chosen her target. Patches racing all the way back. Yeah, bases are falling down. Patches can still engage here. You know, Magnath taking over the center. Gunner moving in. 1 more minute. Yeah, as expansions are falling. Patches distracted by the zealots. See, this is where Goblin comes back from like making dinner and eating dinner, and he like sends his SCVs in and gets a point. That's what he like Goblin is suddenly back in this game. Protoss armies are clashing. Magnath diving in, gets a carrier. He gets one. Gets one, takes down a couple of immortals. So far, Gunner does maintain himself. Gunner's still maxed. Gunner's still maxed out. Cobblestone still has a terrifying army as well. Cobblestone and Gunner, they're both still at 200 supply. Both these Protoss players are still maxed out. They were not killed. Likewise, neither was Patches. Here it goes. 10 seconds. Who's gonna win? 10 more seconds. Liberation has arrived. Magnath, he blinks in. 5 seconds. 5 more seconds. Ultras, they make their way through. And Patches, he's done it. GG gets called. Ooh, we do see both the Protoss, both Gunner and Cobblestone, they were engaging with each other instead of fighting for the point. And Patches, like, he's still going, by the way. Patches, he will win it. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Gunner and Cobblestone, they run into each other. They clash while they're busy fighting each other. Patches runs away with it. Patches does run away with it. Patches was super dead in the early game. He was. Remember, Patches, he went down to 2 drones. Unironically, he went down to 2 workers at one point. Like, Patches was dead in that game. But yo, the tenacity. He did recover. Did bounce back. Sorry, I say 2. He went down to 5. He went down to 5 drones. 5 drones. Crazy. Oh, here we go. We're getting ready here for our next game. But again, towards those final moments, again, Gunner and Cobblestone, they both had terrifying armies. They got distracted by each other. They ignored the points. And at the end of the day, this FFA, it's all about that point control. You can have the better army, but if you're out of position, doesn't matter. Does not matter. That scoreline should be 2-1. Should it? Does Goblin have 2 points? True, Goblin. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Sorry. I agree. Yeah, there you go. So far, Goblin, whoever's next to him, 2-1. Because I would say he did take a loss in that last game for sure. Did not win that battle. I'll turn this into a best of 5. We'll see how that story ends. Okay. Looks like we need a moment. We need a moment. Our players are getting ready. It looks like Hyper One for this is the final map. The final map, by the way. Hyper One, he has decided. I say he's decided. He did leave it up to us. He was like, "Yo, Light, do you want to make it? Do you want to buff the middle point to give 50 minerals per second?" Yes, yeah, for sure. Let's go. Let's go. Especially because, especially early on, we have noticed that players have been unwilling to actually fight for that center point in the early game. They've been just avoiding that fight, and it's multiple times already here in this broadcast. We've seen the first or second points early on where no one contests, and it just goes by. It just goes by without any contention, without anyone getting a point. So yeah, hopefully it does incentivize them. Here we go. Here we go. But we are getting ready here for the final map. It's gonna be on. Looks like we're going back to the zombie map. Okay, for the second time. Second time tonight. Six zero. So the lesson here is be like Goblin and thoroughly kill the players the first time. Well, the problem is that if you act like that, then you start making enemies, right? Like we saw that last game with Chris, where Goblin, he went for Chris, he tried to go for the kill. And tried to go for the kill, and we saw that that like Chris had a vendetta, and Magnath as well, and Goblin, he was kind of the first to be killed, right? So you gotta be careful with your early game aggression. I feel like Frogos is the same, but I feel like Frogos, he cares a little bit less. Like he he's an animal as well. And here we go. We're getting into the final map of the evening. In the top left-hand corner, we have our duo. We have Magnath top left alongside Chris as his partner. Oh my god, he does pull the boys. Magnath, he's gonna kill someone. Meanwhile, bottom left, we do have Cobblestone alongside Goblin. Ooh, Cobblestone's going to be in trouble here. Goblin has been hyper aggressive to whoever's next to him. The boys are being pulled. We do have a massive worker rush here in the center. Gunner and Magnath. And I mean, they are gathering points. Remember, they are going to be gathering points. Bottom right, we have Frogos. Frogos is next to Gunner this time. And meanwhile, we have Patches next to Hatsu. Once again, the Zergs are next to each other. Now, as a reminder, taking control of the center of the map does mean that you do gain 50 minerals per, is it 50 per second or per minute? You get boosted income, so there's a reason for this. There's a reason. Magnath, he does take over the center, does win the fight. Yeah, it does win the fight. Magnath walling himself in. Oh, sorry, Cobblestone walling in. Let's go. And this does, I mean, Magnath can afford this because of the boosted economy. Now, remember something. Okay. I believe this is the zombie map, right? Yeah, it's Castle Infestation. All these buildings are about to die. Am I crazy? Cannons are on the way. Likewise, Goblin going for proxy racks. We have Cobblestone going for proxy gateways. Jesus, everyone's proxying. Meanwhile, we have Frogos going for his own Reaper opener as well. His classic Mass Reaper. Cannons are on the way. Magnath cannon rushing the center. And the Zergs, they're just chilling. Like, both Patches and Hats are just droning, just expanding. There we go. Cannons are done. Likewise, Chris also. Oh, sorry, Chris playing Protoss. My apologies. Chris is Protoss, not Terran this time. More cannons on the way. Magnath. I'm still not convinced he's gonna maintain this, but okay, we'll see. Goblin turning on Magnath Zealots. Does focus them down. Goblin does keep Cobblestone Zealots alive. Reapers, oh, they're coming from behind. They're going for Goblin. Goblin's like, please leave me alone. Oh my god. And yeah, Magnath, he has fully walled himself in here with cannons, with more cannons, more gateways. Meanwhile, Frogos, he doesn't care. He's going for Goblin. Everyone's like, guys, gang up on Magnath. And Frogos like, okay, and then he just kills Goblin. So Goblin is dead. I guess now Goblin and whoever's next to him, we're tied 2-2. As Goblin is, guys. Goblin's going for the gold. Cobblestone is fine. Cobblestone is chilling. Same. True. Same. Yeah. Oh, same. I don't think I can. Yeah. I can't type to the people. Smooch. Meanwhile, Frogos, he kills Goblin, and now he's going for Patches. Going for the main base of Patches. Patches has been hyper droning. Patches is in trouble. Meanwhile, the center location is soon going to become active. More cannons being thrown down. We have more cannons from Magnath. Magnath also cannoning up back at home as well. Cobblestone is looking for Magnath. Oh, truce. The zombies are on the way, but I believe, yeah, Magnath, here come the zombies. Zombies spawn in, and Magnath, he's ready for it. He will shut this down. The cannons, they clean up all the zombies. And he gets all the money from the zombies as well. Magnath, he's rich. Mate, now it's time for Sky Toss. Now it's time to Sky Toss it up. As he expands his control, the point is now active. Magnath, he will get the point. Now, on the one hand, Magnath, he's looking solid here, but what's he doing with all that money? I would say that Magnath right now, he doesn't really, like, he has no army. He has no gateway army really. He has some zealots and some stalkers, but like they're vanilla zealots and stalkers for the most part. Blink is on the way. Yeah, they're calling out where Magnath is, top left. I'll be honest, I feel like Patches and Hatzel, because they've been left alone, they're gonna get into ultras. I don't see this really surviving like the onslaught of the Zerg players, like once they get into the ultra tech. Likewise, we have Skytoss out of Gunner, like Skytoss also building up, also getting a greater economy. Frogos as well, getting his own third base. I mean, Frogos doesn't really have much to sustain said army, not yet. Oh. There we go. We do have the zombie spawning in once again. Goblin, he's down to one base. The gold, he has the main base mining as well. Goblin is still in this. Goblin is still alive. We have Frogos trying to come in for a flank. Magnath, do we have any kind of tech here? We have more gates on the way for Magnath. Getting into Blink. And it's going to take a while for our players to really build up. Like, we have Tempest on the way for Gunner, but it takes a while. It takes a while here to get into that. Change the stream title, Magnath versus everyone else. I'm still not convinced. I'm still not convinced that Magnath is a threat. Like, sure, he has a point and he has all these cannons, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, again, like, the problem here is that it's going to take a long time for the mass Tempest to come into fruition. Well, maybe not. Tempest are moving in. Gold base is denied. Goblin, he's like, leave me alone, please. Friend? That's okay. Oh, Tempest! Oh no! Tempest, they get called out. There's their support. 1, 2, 3 Tempest going down. Gunner! Okay, Magnath. Yeah, they're not calling him out. They're like, oh, he has Blink. And he does. That's what I mean. Like Like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, you know, what is Magnath doing with his army? It's like, cannon rush into Mass Blink Stalker. Like, I don't know. Zombies, they spawn in. They deal a decent amount of damage. Likewise. Rogos. Oh my god, trading very nicely against the army. Does trade nicely. Zerg army is still building up, working towards their ultras. They're still getting there. Likewise, Cobblestone moving in as well. He's built up his own gateway force. The wings building up. As in 8 seconds. I mean, Magnath, he's about to claim the point, by the way. He's going to get point 2. By the time we get to point 3, though, Magnath getting into DTs, getting into a Dark Shrine. There we go. Second point in favor of Magnath. Does have Dark Templar, true. Oh, the zombies actually break through this. Oh my god, the zombies, they shut... See, the zombies accomplished what the players could not. they annihilate the army here. Yeah, as Magnath, he's gonna lose everything. He will lose his position. He will lose all the cannons. Magnath, he has DTs that are trying to wreak havoc, but like, again, like, I didn't... He's gonna be cleaned up. Now, what I will say, even though Magnath has lost everything, he's on 2 points. And all it takes is one more. And it might not be anytime soon. I'll be honest, I don't see Magnath winning a point within the next, like, 10 minutes. But I can see him building back up, and maybe after that's, like, threatening that point. Meanwhile, Frogo going for Goblin. Does go for Goblin once again. I mean, Focus, he almost killed Goblin earlier. Likewise, Mass Tempest from Gunner engaging with Cobblestone. Zerg army still truce between Patches and Hatsu. Building up Lingbane into Ultra. Double Spire out of Hatsu, so Hatsu may opt to go into Broodlords instead. Ooh, meanwhile, Chris, yeah, going for the bases of Magnath. Magnath's like, guys, leave me alone, please. He has the army, a big one. This is Magnath's army, by the way. He has a couple of Stalkers and a couple of DTs. Like, despite having a lot of money early on, like, again, this is why I was like, I don't really see Magnath being an issue here. Like, he just doesn't really have much. He's got cannons at home. True. Meanwhile, 45 seconds away from the point being open. "45 seconds, Ultra armies are moving out. "30 more seconds. Just taking more bases. Taking more expansions. There we go. 20 seconds away. Who's going to get the point? I mean, remember, Magnath needs one more. He needs one more point to win this game. Ah, he's going to get surrounded there. Yeah, Hatsu's on hold position. Patches, he wants the point, though. He wants it. One more second. Oh, my God. And there it is. There it is. Patches does take the point. Ooh, Chris comes in from behind, though. We'll clean this up. Oh my god, the Ultras just got annihilated. Oh my god. It's crazy. Don't mess with the infested Terran. My god. But Patches now has a point on the board. More Stalkers on the way. Oh wait, sorry, my point is Goblin dead. Sorry, I was so engrossed in what was happening here. Meanwhile, Frogers, I believe, did once again kill Goblin. Goblin down to 1 base, down to 1 expansion. Looks like Goblin has found a home in Cobblestone's base this time. So last game, Goblin was like Hatsu's pet. Now this game, Goblin is Cobblestone's pet. Yeah, you could just chill here. There you go. He's found a nice home and has an expansion. So Goblin's going to be recovering for a while. It's going to take a little bit. Meanwhile, oof. Gunner moving in. He's got his Mass Tempest. Now, the biggest concern for Patches, remember, Patches has Ling Ultra. Patches can literally do nothing against the Sky Toss. Like, Patches can do... What can Patches do? He can attack the bases. But Jesus, it's Sky Toss alongside Mass Immortal. Gunner was left alone. And Gunner, he has a terrifying... Like, it feels like almost every game, Gunner gets, like, the perfect army. Like, we saw that, unfortunately, like, in games past, we saw that Gunner wasn't able to contest against the points. As you see, both Zerg armies engaging. Tempest, they're going for Patches. We see DTs engaging with Chris. Oh. Seeing Ultra versus Ultra like this is just, it's not something you see too often. But that's what we have. And Hatsu breaks through. Hatsu does break through. And Patches might just be dead, I'll be honest. Like, again, Gunner is just breaking through the main bases, and Hatsu cleaned up the army. Patches, he had a good run, but yeah, he's like, guys, what about the middle? Well, the middle, I mean, Cobblestone. Cobblestone's in position. Oh my god, Mass Storm on Cobblestone. 2 more seconds. Cobblestone still has a center, and Cobblestone will take the point. It's going to cost him the army, as it often does. Cobblestone does take it. Meanwhile, Gunner doesn't care. Like, we saw this previously, if you remember, where Gunner had, like, the ideal army, and then Cobblestone won the map. That was map 2, if I recall correctly. Where Gunner is often not really playing to win. He's just playing to kill people. Like, that's how so far that's been Gunner's game so far. It's like he builds up an army and then he just goes around and starts killing people. Meanwhile, someone else wins. That's usually what's been happening. Corruptors are building up. There's a recall. What do you see, Patch? Oh, did someone lag out? As we did get a little bit of latency there. Yeah, Patches, he's down to 1 expansion. He has top right. Tries to pull away. Actually, Hatsu going for Cobblestone here. Mineral Line goes. We have a nuke as well. As Cobblestone will lose the expansion. Hatsu pushing in towards the high ground. Ooh, but the Immortals will hold. Immortals will hold. Oh god, no, Hatsu, no! Ah, the zombies spawn in from behind, and Hatsu will lose all these ultras. Ultras go down. Chris pushing in. Oh my god. Cleans up all the zombies. Likewise, Gunner pushing forward as well. And Gunner's army is still terrifying. He's got Mass Immortal, Storm, Carrier, Tempest, Mothership. I feel like I've said this line before, but I feel like to bring Gunner down, multiple players have to kind of like gang up on him. Whether it's Chris, Cobblestone, Magnath. Oh my god. Meanwhile, my apologies. I've been focusing a lot on some of these other players. Fogo is still a factor in this game and did kill Goblin earlier. Goblin is recovering, still recovering. But Fogo, Jesus, how many BCs do we have? Oh my god. It's crazy. Almost 13 BCs. 13 BCs here from Frogos. Fogos, he's never really been too much of a factor in a longer game, but here he is. 10 more seconds. Hatsu going for the dive. Cobblestone is on hold position on top of that point, and Cobblestone will win it. There it is. Cobblestone, he takes the point, recalls back home. Does recall in time. Goblin, yo, he wants his revenge, and the Terran. Goblin and Fogger, they've been locked in a battle like the entire game here, just these two. Jesus. Oh my god, as the Mass BC overwhelms. Goblin, he fought so hard to recover. Fogos with the question mark. As for the second, the third time, Goblin is going to be killed. He's going to be like set all the way back to a one-base economy, losing another expansion. More BCs on the way here for Fogos. Oh, actually crossing over into Cobblestone. Yeah, he's going for Cobblestone. Cobblestone is going to be in trouble. Looking at our points so far, Cobblestone has 2, and who's the other? Magnath has 2. Patches has 1. Patches is still alive, by the way. Patches is still alive. We have Chris and Magnath facing up. Magnath losing expansion. Ooh, production being depowered here for Cobblestone. Another wave of zombies do spawn in. Chris, he attempts to engage. Magnath getting to Mass Tempest. Oh god. Gunner just getting so many resources here, killing all these zombies. Just farming them. Brings them all down. Ooh, Hatsu pushing forward with Queens as well for Transfuse. Once we can spread creep though. As the Sky Army is still terrifying. Yeah, the Queen's going to be going down. We're gearing up and getting ready here for in 1 more minute. Point is going to be open. You can gunner. I'll be honest, I don't think a single time this game Fogos has actually tried to take the point. I don't think that's happened at all, actually. Fogos, he's just been killing Goblin. 30 seconds. Chris, can he take it? Patches, he was able to build up an army. Let's go. Patches built up an army. He's back in this. Patches, he went down to 1 base earlier. Oh my god. 10 seconds. Chris is going to get surrounded. Cobblestone comes in from one end, Patches from the other. Yeah, Chris is surrounded, and the Ultras, they will force back those Immortals, which means Patches, he will get the points. Does get, I don't know how he does it. Patches, he pulls out. When I say I don't know how, oh my Jesus, that's the BCs that do engage. Fogger's going for Gunner. Does move in. Yamadas are available. Sorry, they were just spent. Yamada's now available. Oh my god, does teleport the hell away. Does teleport out of there. Magnath going for Chris. Dada. And Magnath is going to get him. And Chris dropping bases. Goblin, he has an army. Let's go. Goblin, he's got a couple of units. Oh, Hatsu going for Patches here. I mean, again, Patches is 1 point away from winning this. Patches need Unomas. He needs Unomas. Magnath, he's still going for Chris. You deserve the Jesus. Yeah, Chris is calling up help. Magnath is killing me. Help! Someone help Chris. He did nothing wrong. Did nothing wrong. Still a while away here for the point to become active. Yeah, Chris, he's forced to like lock in and engage with Magnath. Jesus, that's a lot of zombies. Once again, Gunner just farming them. Hatsu likewise also getting some resources. kill Magnath. I mean, Chris is putting up a fight, but he's running out of Stalker. He's running out of anti-air. You know, a mass BC comes in to take out Patches. Patches, he doesn't care about his bases, though. He cares about the points. Remember, Patches needs one more point to win. Patches may lose the bases, but it's all about this point, though. 40 seconds. Oh, Patches, he has to be careful, though. He has to be careful not to be caught out. Cobblestone with mass Immortal. Now, with this many Immortals, he could just sit on the point. True. Could just sit on it. Fogger going for Gunner. Mass Immortal moving in. Running into Hatsu. Again, the Immortals, they just shoot through all these Ultras. 10 seconds. Cobblestone is going to take it. He's going to take it. It's too late. Ultras, they cannot engage. 4 more seconds. Cobblestone, he will take it. Once again, Gunner doesn't get a single point. GG gets called. And Cobblestone will win the map. GG. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, despite the army that Gunner was amassing, I mean, he was busy with the BC forces, of course, and Cobblestone just sat in the Immortal. Won it all. Did win it all in the end. GG, well played. Cobblestone does take it. Does take it in the end. Oh, the players are all blaming each other. Ah. Blaming each other, but GG, well played. Congratulations here to Cobblestone, does claim the win, and with that was our final map. That was our final map here for the evening. God, I'm so tired. Here in Australia, it is 6 a.m. It's 6 a.m. in the morning. I look forward to going to bed. I look forward to getting some sleep. Oh my god, 6 a.m. Papi. Aye. I might get some breakfast and then pass out for the rest of the day. But congratulations to our winners here tonight. Who do we have? I believe Cobblestone won twice, and was it Patches that won twice? Was it just purely Patches and Cobblestone? Yeah, Patches and Cobblestone, they both won their own respective maps. So congratulations. Shout out to all the other competitors as well. Shout out to Goblin, shout out to Frogo, shout out to Hatsu, Magnath as well. Magnath starting things off with a cannon rush, which again did not look like it was going to work. I got him a couple of points early, but didn't quite. Chris as well, shout out to Chris. Gunner. Yeah, GG. GG, well played. GG, well played. And with that, looks like we are wrapping up. We are going to be wrapping up, just catching up with the chat. Catching up. Thanks for casting that. That was hilarious. You're an animal, Pap. You're an animal. Mate, Magnath, when you went for the cannon rush in the middle, I was like, this is not going to last. And like, everyone was freaking out. Everyone was calling you out as well. I'm like, guys, he has nothing. Mate, you went cannon rush into Mass Stalker, Pap. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, you got a couple of points. GG. My favorite parts when it comes to the Magnath saga of this FFA was definitely game 3 when Chris was dying to the Mass Reaper, and mate, you were Chris's hero. I mean, the turns tabled here, by the way, where you just went for Chris and you just killed him, but in game 3 when you had the one adept chasing the Reapers, I was like, yo, let's go. You saved Chris. You saved him. He owes you for that one. Yes. No commentary about the real match, Goblin versus whoever was next to him. Well, in that last game, it was Frogers, of course, right? Frogers did kill Goblin a couple of, yeah. I mean, we had the two animals next to each other. Like, Goblin and Frogers were the most aggressive players in these entire FFAs, where whoever was next to either Frogers or Goblin would just die early on, or would just get like punished really early, and they'd have to like build themselves back up. But this final map, they spawn in next to each other. Like, we had Goblin and Frogers next to each other instead this time, and in the end, Frogers, he came out on top. Did come out on top. Had fun 3-rexing people. You're an animal. Oh god. Not involved in any of it. The drama. The drama. It's catching up. Man, that should just chill back for 10 minutes while building up a late game toss army. Yeah, so some players, they need to know when to calm down. But GG. GG, well played. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all had a great time. I know that we did when it came to just watching, when it came to embracing the chaos that was the Beast of the Hill, and I'm sure there's going to be another next month. Again, this is kind of like an irregular event, like kind of on a monthly basis. Hyper One does put it all together. I'm still looking forward to the mass Brood War version of this. We did have an SC Evo variation where some players were playing Brood War races and some players were playing SC2. I do think that we saw a bit of a disparity between the strength of some of these compositions. I'm still looking forward to the pure Brood War though, like purely Brood War races from all the competitors. One day. I'm hoping to see it. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Hope you all had a great time. Congratulations to our winners tonight. Of course, Cobblestone and Patches. And we are going to be heading off. Who is live at the moment? Who is live? Who can we raid? I see Gabe is streaming. True. I see Gabe is live. I know Cosmos is covering Amanthus. What else is going on? Let's have a look. Empress is live. Jason is playing Stormgates. Heaven is playing SE2. Let's go. Oh, Sal. True. We can give some love to Sal. Actually, I haven't rated Neuro in a long time. Neuro is also live. We'll find some. We'll pick someone. We'll pick someone to raid. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. We do appreciate it. When it comes to the CranKy Ducklings, our next broadcast is going to be later on this evening. Scrolling on or switching our scenes over. Our next broadcast is going to be the Wardy TV Monday. That's going to be in just over 12 hours time, and around like what, 15, 16, 17 hours time, we're going to be live with some Wardy TV Monday action. I'm going to go past out. It's almost 7 a.m. here, so I'm just going to go past out, get some rest, get some sleep, and then we'll be back and live once again with some Wardy action. Likewise, tomorrow we're going to be live with Pigastorm Monday. We have the Rex March Madness in the middle of the week. We also have the Pondcast, KSL, MSO, and HSL, the Hispanic Star League. We're going to be going over those replays throughout the course of the week, so plenty of content. We are live on a daily basis every single day, multiple times a day as well. So thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to support us, you can check us out on the socials on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Discord, TikTok, Blue Sky, Mastodon. We're also on YouTube. We do stream on YouTube, and we upload on YouTube on a daily basis, so plenty of content over on YouTube if you want to tune in. If you want some VODs, then YouTube is the place to be. Otherwise, you can support us on Patreon, !Patreon in the chat. You can see our Patreon just under the schedule there. We are almost at our next goal. Our Patreon is designed to fund our tournaments. So if you want to help support the scene, if you want to help support the community, then you can help us through Patreon. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Shout out to Hyper One for hosting the event, and we'll see you guys next time, whether it's for Wardy TV Monday or another tournament. Yeah, hope you enjoy and hope you tune into some more CranKy Duckling action. We'll see you guys next time. Ciao, bye, ciao. See you next time. Have a good rest of your morning. You're awesome. When that's not just. Have a good day. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks for watching. We do appreciate it. Again, hope you guys have a great day, a great week, great time with StarCraft as well. It's always a blast. Sometimes taking a break from the seriousness of 1v1s and jumping into FFAs. It's very chaotic. It's hard to keep up with everything that's going on because there's just so much happening. It's fun. We appreciate it. We'll see you guys next time. Hasta luego. Ciao, papi, ciao. Hasta luego.